In the beginning of human existence, Eve ate the fruit that God told her was prohibited. As a punishment, she got exiled together with Adon out of heaven. After a while, Ava's son Cain killed his brother Abel and ran away to the east, where the Watchers, fallen angels, protected him. In the end, the Watchers also helped Cain's children and grandchildren, and the two groups worked together to build the industrial society. Their towns brought bad things to the whole world, and only Seth's children and grandchildren could protect what was left. After many years, a man named Lamech is performing a special ritual to give Noah, his son and Seth's last descendant, the duty of guarding all people. He begins by putting snakeskin around his arm, but before the ceremony is over, they hear an alarm that an army is coming. Immediately, Noah hides, and Lamech goes up to the army. He finds out that their boss wants to mine tzohar, a special mineral. When Lamech says no, the boss hits him and tells him that his city is hungry and that his army will take what they need to stay alive. First, he pulls Lamech's snakeskin off his arm, and then he kills him, which makes Noah run away. After many years, Noah is now a happy dad. He is out with his boys Ham and Shem one day, when all of a sudden a drop of rain falls. It turns into a flower as soon as it hits the ground. Noah gets his boys together to leave, thinking this is a sign, but they stop when they see something running away. As Noah slowly gets closer, he finds a broken spear stuck in its stomach, which kills the animal. The poachers who attacked the animal are now surrounded by Noah, who takes the blade from the animal and stabs one of them. Later, he takes the poacher's spear and fights the other guys, trading blows with them before killing each one by one. After that, Noah and his boys make a fire to say goodbye to the poor animal. Noah comes home in the evening to his wife, Name, and his third son, Japheth. He tells them about the flower he saw, but Name tells him he needs to rest. Later, Noah finds himself in a desert area close to a mountain, where he sees blood on the ground. Again, a flower blooms out of nowhere, and at that very time, the land is completely submerged, covering everything that can be seen. Noah wakes up screaming after telling Naame about his fear. She asks him if it was a message from God, telling him that the end of the world is coming soon. The mountain in the dream turns out to be where Noah's grandfather lives, so the whole family starts to go there. After a long journey, they finally get to an old Sohar mine and find a bunch of dead explorers there. They hear the voice of a girl, so they follow it to find Isla, who is getting medical help from Name. Soon, the family hears dangerous men coming, so they bring Ela with them. As they run away, they have no choice but to walk into a cursed area. Some of the men still chase them, but most of the hunters give up when they see them. Noah stays to fight them while his family runs away. But all of a sudden, the rocks move, and Noah is knocked out. When he wakes up a short time later, he and his family are stuck in an abyss. The rocks then come up to them and turn out to be one of the Watchers. They know that Noah is a grandson of Seth, which makes Samyaza scold his friend Og for not killing the family because men betrayed God. The Watchers leave when Samyaza doesn't accept Noah's story that God sent them. Nami puts Ela to sleep at night and tells her that she can't have children because of her wound. Noah then hears a noise and turns around to see Og leading them out of the abyss while telling them the whole story. They were made of light, but God punished them by turning them into rock and mud when they tried to help people. The Watchers still taught everything they knew, and people became strong and angry because of it. Last but not least, Methuselah, Noah's grandfather, was the only one who kept the Watchers safe by burning the ground with a sword and defeating the army that was after them. Even though the other Watchers don't believe that God called out to a person like Noah, Og still leads them out of the desert and up a beautiful mountain. While the rest of the group rests, Noah and Shem climb the mountain and get to the cave. There, they meet Methuselah, who touches Shem on the face to put him to sleep right away so they can be alone. As they drink tea together, Methuselah tells Noah that his father had also said that God would destroy the world if people didn't change. This is the same promise that Noah is seeing in his dreams. Methuselah asks Noah if he thinks the damage can be stopped. Noah says that the world will die from the water, but he also saw new life, so he thinks there's more to the message. Once Methuselah agrees, Noah knows his grandfather added something to the tea because all of a sudden he is alone in the cave and it starts to fill with water. A big building shows up in front of Noah, and he watches as a group of animals swims toward it. The vision is cut off by a light waking Noah up. Methuselah then asks him what he saw. Noah thinks the water is meant to clean them up so that God can begin again. Methuselah gives him a seed from the Garden of Eden because he is now sure they will make it through the flood. After that, Noah goes back to his family, and tells them that people will be punished, but they were picked to save the animals, who are good. Now that he knows he has to build the ark from his dream in order to escape the flood, he plants the seed from Eden. The next morning, Noah finds Og being dragged away by the Watchers, who are mad at him for betraying them. Samyaza tells Noah that the last time they lost everything to help people, they begged them to help. While Noah keeps insisting, Samyaza is about to hit him, but water starts to come out of the spot where the seed was. This water gets spread out and helps plants grow. The tall, beautiful trees that grow from the water bring life back to the wasteland. The Watchers finally agreed to help Noah build the ark because they saw this as a sign. Years go by, and the water makes its way across the land to the animals. They drink it and then run straight to where Noah's family and the Watchers are working hard to build the ark. The kids are grown up now, and Shem and Isla are seeing each other. One afternoon, they are alone and kissing each other when Shem tries to kiss Isla's injured area. She still hates it though, because it hurts. Shem also sees Ham watching them. Ham is jealous because he doesn't have anyone to love. Large groups of birds suddenly start flying toward the ark. When the couple returns, they find Japheth talking to Noah about the birds. This makes Noah think that the storm is about to start. After that, the birds fly into the ark and land on benches that were made just for them. Nama burns some plants to put them to sleep with the smoke because they're so loud. Noah tells Japheth that each animal came with a female and a male. They will repopulate the world after the storm is over. When Ham hears this, he goes up to Noah and tells him that everyone else has a partner except him and Japheth. Noah tells Ham that God will send them everything they need. The snakes will soon follow. Japheth is scared, but Noah tells him that no animal will be left behind. Later, Ham is walking through the woods when he suddenly sees some women walking by. Noah then comes along and pulls Ham away, but Nile is left behind and is crushed to death. As soon as the army gets to the ark, they and the Watchers start a fierce fight. The huge creatures are very strong, and the men are pushed away by their rock arms as if they were flies. Tubal-Cain shoots the Watchers with the Tzohar and hits Samyaza in the chest while Ham and Noah make their way back to the ark. Then Tubal-Cain pokes the wound with a spear and pushes hard until Samyaza bursts into a bright light that shoots up into the sky. They start to fight more fiercely and desperately when they learn that their boss has returned home. They know that dying will get them to heaven. The army is losing a lot of men slowly, but the Watchers are also losing a lot of them without caring. When some men get to the ark, Noah beats them hard and throws them off, not realizing that Tubal-Cain is climbing up from the other side. Two guys get through one of the doors. Shem comes out to kill them, but Noah quickly tells him to go back inside. There are too many men to fight, so Og says goodbye to Noah and stops his fight so he can go to heaven with his family. When there are no more Watchers, a lot of water starts to come up from the ground, which starts the flood. Tubal-Cain sees this and starts breaking into the ark, which Ham hears from inside. Methuselah eats his favorite food in the forest before a wave comes along and wipes out the forest. The army is destroyed by the water, which also hits the ark. Noah and Tubal-Cain hold on as the ark also floods, shaking it and killing any soldiers who are still alive. Soon, though, it starts to float, which lets Tubal-Cain get in through the hole he made while Noah goes through the door to join his family. A lot of people across the land start to die. Elah and Shem beg Noah to save some, but he says there's no room for them. Then Noah's family sits down to dinner and listens to him tell the story of how the world was made and how everything is now perfectly balanced. His message is that Adam and Eve ate the forbidden fruit, which is why this happened. But after the great flood, heaven can start over because no one can destroy it. At the same time, Ham feeds Tubal-Cain in secret, telling him that he is helping him because Noah let Nile die. To Ham's surprise, Tubal-Cain grabs a sleeping animal out of the blue and eats it, saying that God made humans to watch over animals, not to serve them. He then gives Ham some meat and tells him it's their world to take over. After several weeks, the family decides that there is no more land to claim. Elah gets sick one night and wakes up. Naameh finds out through herbs that Methuselah healed Elah and that she is now pregnant. Elah cries tears of joy, but Naameh knows this will make Noah mad. Later, Elah tells everyone that she is pregnant, and Naameh admits that she asked Methuselah for help, but Noah believes that she put God down by doing that. Noah throws things all over the floor and goes outside to beg God not to make him kill his grandson, but God doesn't listen. As Elah cries in Naameh's arms, they notice that the rain stops all of a sudden. When the family comes out, Elah says that the rain stopped because God was blessing their child. But Noah doesn't agree and says that if the child is a boy, he will be the last person on earth. If it's a girl, she needs to die so she can't have any more children. Shem tries to protect his child, but Noah doesn't pay attention to him. After a few months, Japheth greets a crow that he sent out. The crow's clean claws show that it did not find land. He and Nahme meet Elah and Shem, who are getting a raft ready to leave. Even though they find out there is no land, they are still determined to save their baby. After that, Nahme goes up to Noah and begs him to punish her instead of their children, because she was the one who asked Methuselah for help. Nahme tells Noah that he will lose his family if he hurts the child, even though Noah says that all men are being punished, which is fair. Tubal-Cain sees that Elah is pregnant and tells Ham to bring Noah to him. Tubal-Cain tells Ham, after he hesitates, that Noah killed the woman he picked and is now about to kill his brother's child. Tubal-Cain kills another animal to put some truth into the plan. Noah comes outside and burns the couple's raft right away to stop them from going. Elah's water breaks right then, so Nahme takes her away to help her give birth. Shem points a gun at his father and looks at him furiously, but before things get worse, Ham yells that the animals are awake and attacking each other. Noah checks right away, but this is just a trap set by Tubal-Cain to catch him off guard. While Ham watches, the two guys start fighting. He doesn't know which side to support. The men attack each other so badly that Ham's face gets bloody, but Noah finally wins and grabs Tubal-Cain by the neck. Elah gives birth to a healthy baby at the same time, but she keeps screaming in pain. She's going to have twins after all. Nahme says that both babies are girls when the second baby comes out. When Shem hears this, he tells Elah that Noah won't hurt their daughters, and then he goes. Going back to the fight, Tubal-Cain bites Noah's hand to free himself and then knocks Noah down. But all of a sudden, the ark hits the top of a rock, throwing everyone back. After that, Noah sees Tubal-Cain hanging onto the broken floor and moves to kill him. That's when Shem attacks his dad because he doesn't want his dad to be around his kids. This gives Tubal-Cain a chance to get back up and hit Shem, saying that Noah is his. Tubal-Cain then corners Noah, but just as he says he'll make the new world look like him, Ham stabs him. Tubal-Cain grabs Ham and gives him Lamech's snakeskin, telling him that he is now a man because he killed someone. At that moment, Noah gets up, sure that everything that happened was part of God's plan. Noah thinks about going to see his grandkids for a moment after Ham tells him that Nahel was not guilty. It turns out that Elah had twins, and Nahme tries to stop him by telling him that God sent them what they needed. Noah turns his back on her and goes up to Elah, who begs him to let her calm her crying children down. A song is sung by Elah, and Noah tells her to leave when the babies are asleep, but she refuses and holds them until they die. Then Noah raises his sword, but he ends up kissing their foreheads instead. Noah drops his knife because he doesn't want to kill his grandkids, while Elah cries. A dove with an olive branch flies over them to let them know that land has been found. This is when Shem finds them and hugs his family. After a few weeks, Noah had locked himself in a cave and kept himself busy by turning food into wine and drinking until he was drunk. Ham stands nearby and watches Shem build a house for his new family while Elah takes care of their kids. Then he goes to see his dad and finds him passed out on the shore. When Shem and Japheth get there, they help Noah get up, but Ham just throws him a bag and leaves. Elah finds Ham on his way out and tells him that he doesn't fit with them. Noah sees Elah after Ham has left. When she asks him why he didn't hurt her children, he tells her that seeing them made him feel holy and loved. Noah feels bad about letting down God and his family, but Elah thinks that God let him make a choice. God gave them a second chance to do better because Noah chose love. When Noah hears this, he decides to go back to his family and be with his wife again. When he opens Ham's bag, he finds the snakeskin. He honors his kids and grandchildren with it and tells them they are responsible for making the earth whole again. Light starts to shine from the sky at that moment, showing that God likes the new world. Subscribe. For more videos like this, turn on the notification and leave a like to help the channel out. Thanks for watching.